Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why the slave owners and the people that worked for the slave owners, which was basically white people who were broke, you know what I'm saying, worked there and were able to do what they did and feel how they feel, and not like go home and be like, man, to go home and in fact and talk to their wives, and their wives be like, yeah, good job, you know what I'm saying, and here's some stew, and they're the kids like, great job, Pa, I want to be just like you, I want to be slaves too, you know what I'm saying, kill them and hang them too. There has to be a reason for it that they can do that and feel that way, and not feel like, fuck, man, look in the mirror and be like, I'm a monster.
Yes, I know.
I don't think that word should count. Like,
I've never heard that word.
no.
No. I know what it. I can just by the way it sounds. I think I can understand what it is. Which is, but I have never.
These cops are acting like some fucking bussies. You know, but this dude, yeah, I don't like him. Do I want to fight him? No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight nobody. Luckily, there's another way.
Yes.
So
yes.
Now hopefully he don't want to fight me. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Hopefully we are in a place where, you know, all this talk is just rhetoric. It's just hyperbole. Is that the word?
Hyperbole, right?
Yeah. Hyperbole?
Hyperbole?
Yeah. I think I said it right.
I think you said it right too, but you do have an accent, so
I'm surprised I didn't screw it up, because that's one I would have screwed up. But yeah, I hope it's just, you know, just talking crap. I hope he's not. But you know, there's reports that there was a 4-star general patrolling the streets of DC during the protesting when they went to have to push them back and control all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's military stuff, bro. And I should have asked. Well, no, I'm glad I didn't ask what's fixed. He's still TLG. I'm glad I didn't ask him, because he's still in the military. He you know.
Yeah.
It's his duty to fucking whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there was a 4-star general, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's real. That's not a battlefield.
Mm-mm.
It's a U.S. That's a U.S. city. You know what I mean? Like, like the mayor of D.C. once was doing crack back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a U.S. city, bro. Like, that ain't Fallujah or wherever else. 4-star general.
A 4-star general.
Like, they said that.
That is crazy.
That the helicopters were doing maneuvers that they would do, like, over, you know, against terrorists or war zones, you know, kind of like they're going to swoop down and do some shit and then swoop back out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, and you saw the video, like, where I showed you earlier, where the mainstream TV, and I don't want to call them mainstream, I'll say the big time networks.
Right.
What they were showing were, they weren't really showing. They were saying, well, they removed them and they shot tear gas. They told you. But there footage out there of actually what they did. And they beat the shit out of those fucking protesters.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they did.
What they did was,
it was not peaceful.
They lined up the street with the military police, right? So the military police got the streets lined up. So if you already boxed off to your left and your right.
Right.
So then what they did also is, I guess these are the regular police. They then, with their riot gear, which these little cool little shields now, and they're all militaried out, they basically formed this human wall that's probably like 10 deep, and it fills the whole street, and they just walk forward.
Yeah.
And if you ain't moving, you getting dumped. Like, you ain't getting like, hey man, you know, we're gonna put your hands behind your back so we can. No, you getting beat.
You're getting beat. You're getting pushed down, pushed over.
Exactly. And if you ain't moving,
possibly smacked.
If you ain't moving fast enough, they running up on you and they pushing you. And even if you are moving fast enough, they probably still pushing you or shooting you at something just so whatever. So now, like I said, they got the people on the side. And this video, you know, I'll post it on my social medias and things like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said,
they weren't dispersing the crowd. They were moving them.
They were destroying that crowd.
By force, if necessary.
They were pulverizing.
Or unnecessary.
They were using force.
Because some of that force was extremely unnecessary.
Were pulverizing that crowd. There were reporters that were, like you said, they had them boxed in. So they couldn't just back out of what they had. They had to go wherever the police were forcing them to go.
Right.
So, you know, so whenever they would catch up to say, there was this reporter, this cameraman, and as the crowd caught up to him, I mean, he got his camera, he's fucking recording. He's doing the news, bro. He ain't just some dude with a phone. The cop just turned and punched him, bro. Like, boom, like right dead in the face, and dropped him. And you can even hear other people in the video that's being recorded, like, oh, he just punched him. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, yo.
I think for some of those people, maybe for some of these officers, maybe some of them didn't want to do it, but the repercussions of what would come of, you know, the defiance of not doing that, it drove them to have to complete their job. But there are others that I believe were so happy to go into that forcefully.
Well, I don't know. And, you know, just real quickly while you're listening to me, look up police suicide rates. So I don't know how many the percentage of those that wanted to do it versus didn't want to, but of those that did it, 100% did it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of those that were in the crowd moving, they were 100% there. Of that crowd of cops that actually was shooting people and punching people and macing people and kicking people and the whole nine, they did it. Of that crowd that did it, I don't feel like breaking down how many wanted to, how many did it because it was their job. I don't know if it's your job to turn and punch a reporter straight in the face. Like, he pow, dropped them. So, taking this Eric Gardner situation, remember? And, you know, I brought it up earlier, and, you know, that was a situation where a lot of people were talking to their, you know, it was a kitchen table kind of conversation that a lot of families had in their household. And we were one too, and a lot of people were split. Oh, when the cops come up on you, listen to them and do what you do, and you know, because the video, he's just sitting there, he's like, I ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
And they telling him to put his arms behind his back.
Yep.
He's like, look, no, not today, man. I'm just sitting here minding my business.
Yeah.
Like, sure, one could say he was resisting arrest. One could say he was resisting arrest, and one could say he was just tired of. Look, you guys are always messing with me. Like, and I believe that he had reason to feel that way. I told a story before about there's, for some reason, I'm constantly, well, when I was living down here earlier and I was in college years, constantly getting just stopped by cops. I'm talking like walking, not driving, walking.
Right.
Wherever I'm at. And me, I back then, I was one to just comply, you know what I'm saying? Because I never got messed with cross the line. They would use their position and their job to kind of like just use that as the bully. So whatever they ask me for, you're the cop, here. So
absolutely.
So many times they just ask me for my ID, and I would just give them my ID. And they pull out their little shit, and you know what I mean? And give me my ID back, maybe ask me a couple questions. You know what I'm saying? They never really like had me sit down on the ground or anything like that. It was usually always quick and casual.
Right.
So I don't know how many little, you know, thingy things, little notepads that my name is in, full name, driver's license, birthday, all that bullshit, address. I don't know. but it's several. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But, it's like, and there's been times when I'm like, look, I'm just trying to go in the store, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't.
And one time they caught me. I was coming out of, the porn shop. So I was like, okay, all right, maybe, that's what they do at the porn shop. But then a couple times you caught me going to stores. Like,
They just stopping you all over the place.
yeah, it just be like, I'm walking to a store, cop might be getting out his car, and we make eye contact. That would be it. It wouldn't be the same cop. It would just be that simple eye contact. So now it's like, damn, I can't make eye contact with anybody, or you're gonna take up 10 minutes of my time. Mm-hmm. I don't want to give you all my information. Like, do I have to? Like, why?
It is such a pain in the ass.
I didn't do anything. Why do I gotta give you my information? Why aren't you out here collecting everybody's information?
Right.
Give everybody the same respect that you're giving me. You know what I'm saying? Of taking their information as well. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's what Eric Gardner was feeling. Like, look, I ain't doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you at least talk to me and tell me what I did before you made this decision to come down here and drag me elsewhere?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But regardless, what happened, happened. Mm-hmm. So everybody's like, well, cops have a dangerous job, and, the whole Michael Brown situation, because that was like right around that time as well. Cops have a dangerous job, and they deserve to make it home too. And the dude, he was charging at the cop, and people, once again, family members that I respected, co-workers. Yeah, cops have a dangerous job, and if you pull my gun, I'm chasing him too, and then I'm shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that to me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Fast forward to today.
Long story short.
Yeah, long story short, and it's like, you're right. Each individual situation is different, but for the person that was in that situation, you're right. Everybody deserves to make it home. Every guy deserves his day in court. Every criminal deserves to serve his sentence.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're not. It's not the cop's job to kill them. It's the cop's job to arrest them and take them in. And if the situation proceeds to that, then boom. But sometimes there could be, there's a way to escalate and de-escalate. But and I'm not pinpointing those individual moments. They already happened. I'm not dissecting those individual moments.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, for those cops that are involved, how do you feel when you go home at night? Sure, you get to go home at night, and you deserve to go home at night. But once you get home at night, how do you live with yourself?
Exactly.
Did you find anything?
Yes, absolutely. So reported in 2019, it was 228 deaths by suicide.
228?
228,000? No,
That's
228.
Wow, I figured it would be more.
No, and it's climbing, but yeah, that's as low as it is.
And I wonder how many of those were guilt. I wonder how many of those had nothing to do with for things that happened in the line of duty, things that they've done, or how many of those were things that they done, got caught, and decided, look, man, I ain't going down for this. Let me pop myself. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, it says here 132 officers were killed in the line of duty, and that includes 911 illness and heart attacks.
That's not part of that number that you're, because
that is completely separate.
Comparison. So in comparison to that, okay, it's just slightly more. So we're killed in the line of duty. So it's not,
right.
It's a dangerous job, but
Yeah. In 2018, it was 172 deaths due to suicide. So it's definitely gone up this year.
Well,
but
I mean, my point is, the reason why I say I think it should, I'm surprised it's not higher, because you would have way more police brutality. Like, there are more reports of police brutality a year than that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't want to say the Nazi Germany's. I don't want to compare cops to any of that. I'm not. And I'm not comparing the institution to any of that. But there has to be something rooted in that gives you moral fortification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why the slave owners and the people that worked for the slave owners, which was basically white people who were broke, you know what I'm saying, worked there and were able to do what they did and feel how they feel, and not like go home and be like, man, to go home and in fact and talk to their wives, and their wives be like, yeah, good job, you know what I'm saying, and here's some stew, and they're the kids like, great job, Paul, I want to be just like you, I want to be slaves too, you know what I'm saying, kill them and hang them too. There has to be a reason for it that they can do that and feel that way and not feel like, fuck, man, look in the mirror and be like, I'm a monster.
Yes, I know. It's hard to fathom.
So, you know, there have to be a reason why Nazi Germany and, you know, terrorists and all these people, there's something fortified in this, but this is just a job. This is just,
right.
This ain't even an ideology. This is just a job. So why are you so fortified? Like, you see now, the cops are like, I don't give a fuck about those cameras. Fuck these cameras.
No.
There's cameras all around. Who cares about cameras? We use cameras to catch you guys. You don't use cameras to catch us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
that's exactly right.
like, take the Asian dude that was standing there.
The Asian cop.
Yeah, for the George Floyd thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure, I don't know what his orientation is, but I'm sure he has somebody that cares for him. And he has somebody that he probably cares for him. You know? I'm sure he gets some nookie or some bussy, as they call it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I said that word on fucking air. But whatever. Even that one shocked me though. But so I'm sure hey, maybe he does like Bussy. This is a funny word, Bussy.
That is a weird word.
I don't think that word should count. Like,
I've never heard that word.
no.
I know what I can, just by the way it sounds, I think I can understand what it is. These cops, but I have never.
These cops are acting like some fucking bussies.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
especially the dude that was just standing there with his hand, with like, and at one point he's even screaming into people's faces, like,
yeah, I know.
You know, like back off. And then I guess when that wasn't working, he's like, look, I'm just gonna annoy you guys. I'm gonna stand like this, you know? Yeah, you bussy.
He acted like there was nothing going on.
Yeah, straight bussy mode. I'm in bussy mode. Look at my bussy face.
He looked no different than like a security mall cop.
And so how did he go home and holler at his shorty
at the end of that day?
At the end of that day and be like, yo, because this shit.
No, what I want to know is normally you arrest someone. This is how it's supposed to go. You arrest someone, put in a cop car, you take him to get charged, right? This guy never made it into the cop car. An ambulance had to come for him. When it did, he was out. Okay? That cop had to get back in his cruiser and go, not by himself, because I believe there's 2 cops per cruiser, if I'm not mistaken. So he has to get in that cruiser with his partner. The moment he got into that cruiser, they both get into that cruiser and those doors close.
Yeah.
One of them has to say to the other, yo, dude.
Yeah.
Did that just happen?
Exactly. How do you think it's going to play out?
Because they're not just going to go get back in and be like, what a day's work.
Yeah.
Take a sip of coffee and a donut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, there's no possible way you can't address it as soon as you're able to.
And like I was saying, the Asian dude and the other dude, either they were partners or whatever, but they arrived together. So they probably most likely left together.
Exactly.
You know, and this went on for 4 days before they were arrested, before one of them was arrested, and they're still out.
Yeah.
The Asian dude. So, and I'm just choosing him. You know.
No, you're right. We're not singling you out. There's 4 of you to single out.
You should be in jail as well, but I'm just using you as an example, bro.
Others will be used as examples, but today's your turn.
I would love to know, you know, you as an example, because you just stood there when you went home and you went to your lover. And now I'm asking, how did you sleep that night? Because did your lover say, hey, man, you know, you did good out there? Did your lover give you a kiss? Did your lover, you know, help you undress and take off your clothes?
You know you had to talk to whoever you see at the end of the day.
Did your lover, you know, let's go to bed? And did your lover, you know, blow you? did you love her? You know what I'm saying? Put that thigh out on you because you did such a great job that day. You feel me? So how not only does how that cop that deserves to make it home to his family, yeah, he does deserve to make it home to his family. But how does he live with himself, and how does that family live with themselves for living with them? With
Yeah,
that cop?
because if, you know what I'm saying, if, you know, my dude was a cop and he came home to me after something like that happened, I'd be like, yo, what do you think that family's thinking right now?
Like the dude,
Like, what do you think that family's going through right now? Like, if we're sitting here in bed watching TV, getting ready to go to bed, what do you think that family's thinking? What do you think they're doing right now? You know what I mean? Like,
so
you can shut the. I don't know what they might be doing. But let's go to sleep.
I don't give a fuck. Nighty
Let me
night.
go. Good night.
Nighty night. You know what I'm saying? Let's put on Fox News. I don't know. Allegedly, probably,
Most
maybe.
likely.
So you know what I'm saying? Let's put on Cop News or whatever. So and that's what I'm saying. Like anybody who is this way, like I would like to know. Just talk to me. Like, hey, I'll put the voice on you so nobody don't even know that's you. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Just talk to me. I need to know. How do you sleep at night? How do you say, you know, fuck it? You know, 'cause you get the criminals.
I would like to look into that psyche.
Yeah, you get the criminals. The people that say, hey, I'm a murderer. I'm a criminal. Blah, blah. I live by the gun. I'm a badass. I'm a bandit. I'm an outlaw. I get that. But you're not an outlaw. You're a cop.
Yeah.
Unless you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, unless you've infiltrated, you really are an outlaw. But you know you're not an outlaw. You're not gonna go to buy. Right, as far as I know, he's not going around talking about, yeah, I killed that motherfucker, and I do it again. I hope he burns
hell.
down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I hope not. But regardless, you're a cop.
Yep.
You're not an outlaw. The law, you're in the law.
You're in the law, exactly.
So how do you sleep? How do you live with yourself? How does the people that love you live with themselves for living with you? You know what I'm saying? Where does it end? The person that killed, that choked out Eric Gardner. Sure, there was like 4 or 5 people on him or whatever. But the one that actually choked him out, how does your girlfriend, boyfriend, and everyone beyond that, how do they feel? How do they live with themselves? Like,
yeah. I mean, it's a perfectly valid question. I want to know that too.
Like, were you proud of him? Were you like, yeah, that?
Because I've never been through that, so I would like to know.
Yeah, exactly. The cop shot Michael Brown. We already know how George Zimmerman feels. Do you guys feel like George Zimmerman? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
George Zimmerman riding this shit to the bank. Do you guys feel like him? Because, you know, I would like to know. It's important. I think the world would like to know. And you could just tell me, and I will convey it to the masses.
Right.
Now, you know, the guy who, like I said, just stood there, Asian dude, please just tell me. Because if I could just speak for, you know, for myself, and I think a lot of people agree, and I've heard this elsewhere. There's a meme going around. And I don't know, the first time I heard it, Shannon Sharp said it. And then I saw a meme like the next day. So I don't know if the meme is from him. I don't know if he was repeating it. Whatever. Shannon Shaw is kind of like my anti-Jason Whitlock.
I could see that too.
Although Jason Whitlock is no longer with Fox Sports anymore.
Yeah, I know.
He's out, so that's kind of.
I'm hearing about that.
I'm not.
I'm so glad.
What's going to be the source of my ire?
I know. I don't care anything but him.
He was my way of getting. I don't know if he's a fan of Fox News. Don't really care. But he was my fan. He was my way of getting information content from that perspective without going there and really studying it. Like I can read shit from that network or even the conservative perspective. I can read it. I prefer to read it, but I can't
hear it, listen to it.
Yeah, I can't listen to it, and I can't watch you say it.
Yeah.
Jason Whitlock was one of the few that I could watch say it. I could tell what he was saying because I can make fun of him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, it's just like I can read your bullshit, but you can't tell me your bullshit. So, but in this case, I'm willing to make a difference, a change, and I'll listen to your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so please tell me. And like I said, the meme was basically, you guys always talk about black crime when you talk about the cops. Talk about these dangers.
Who's you guys?
conservatives, I guess.
Okay.
Or even maybe the cops. You know, and it's like, and you know what? Yeah, I ain't gonna even say conservative because there's a lot of people who are not conservative at heart, but they're spew that bullshit because we've been taught that cops are right. You know what I'm saying? Even niggas that do wrong, even people who do wrong, even people who probably aren't even here legally would probably say cops do right. You know what I'm saying? They can't do wrong. You know what I'm saying? They probably believe that. Oh, in America, cops do right. Until they start seeing otherwise. So, and it might be even safer to teach your kids that. You know what I'm saying? Which is a totally deeper offshoot. But anyway, the meme or the sentiment is basically in reference to black and black crime and things like that. Yeah, there's black and black crime, but if Pookie kills Ray Ray, Pookie's going to jail for a long time.
Yeah.
But if the cops kill Ray Ray, nothing is not a big deal. So Ray Ray's dead regardless. But if one person kills him, if I kill Ray Ray, if I kill Ray Ray and Pookie, I'm gone. I ain't gonna get death penalty for Ray Ray and Pookie. But if I kill Ray Ray, Pookie, and Penelope,
Oh man.
now I'm getting the death
Yeah,
penalty.
for sure.
I'm getting fried. But if the cop kills Ray Ray, he kills Pookie. I mean, Ray Ray, it was Ray Ray's fault. Ray Ray shouldn't have fucking ran. Ray Ray shouldn't have been Ray Ray. If he kills Pookie, Pookie shouldn't have been Pookie. His name is fucking Pookie. You know, of course he's fucking guilty of something. You know what I mean? He probably did something last week that I should have killed his ass last week, but I didn't. I caught up with him today. Sorry, dude. Time to pay the piper.
Time to go.
Yeah, time, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? But if he killed both of them, all right, dude, did you have to kill two of them? We're going to have to put you, you know, we have to lay you off from this precinct. You know what I mean? First, we're going to give you pay while we do investigation. You know what I'm saying? You know, but then after we do our investigation, we're going to have to fire you. But don't worry about it. We're going to give you a recommendation at the next one because there's always some Pookies and Ray Rays that need to be killed. But if he kills Penelope, then he's definitely getting fired. He might have to now become a security guard. You know what I mean? But, and if he really, really kills Penelope, like really bad, then he might go to jail.
Okay.
But he has to fuck Penelope up to go to jail.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If he just kills Penelope, it's an accident,
Yeah.
you're going to lose your job. Ray Ray and Pookie, nah, homie.
No problem.
Awesome. But if I kill Pookie or Ray Ray, I'm going to jail. And I kill Penelope, I'm getting fried. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So while the names on the meme may sound funny, it's real. You know what I mean? Like, it's real. And I think that also hits home because they see us as a bunch of Pookies and Ray Ray. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? This Ray Ray just happened to be podcasting. This Pookie just happened to be selling drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they all, you know, maybe one day the podcast is going to be selling drugs and the drug dealer is going to be, you know, well, hopefully we're going to kill his ass today. So, you know, and there has to be acknowledgement for that. That has to be acknowledged. That has to be acknowledged, not by the cops first. It has to be acknowledged by the population.
Right.
More people have to acknowledge that than the people that don't. More people have to acknowledge that than the amount of people that make excuses for
Absolutely.
it or deny it. You know what I mean? And then at that point, then the institution has to acknowledge it and change.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the overseers of those institutions have to acknowledge that and change. And until that happens, you know, it's going to be another Pookie, another Ray Ray, another
Yes.
George, another, you know, Michael Brown, another Rice, you know,
Yeah.
Tamir, The names are so long. Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. The names are so long that, and these are just the famous ones. That even the famous names.
These are the ones you hear about.
Yeah, they're famous because of what happened to them.
Exactly.
Even those names start to blend into each other. So it's like, I'm like, Tamir Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's not even, because there probably is a Tamir Brown that's probably been killed or beat up by the cops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's something that if you threw an algorithm, it's almost like there's an algorithm for this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like there's a computer program that's algorithm that, look, it has to be. So I get back to, once again, how do they live with themselves? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
And
I can't imagine it.
So, we were supposed to go.
Hey, when that shit touch, man, I just do the running man.
What up, folks? It's your boy TMC here. Just wanted to give another PSA about budget. You have a budget. I have a budget. Hell, freaking dog catcher has a budget. We all have budgets. Key is working within those things, and sometimes being able to make more out of a little less. You're just now starting out as an artist. Maybe you have a project in which you don't have a big budget for, or maybe you just want to do some behind-the-scenes stuff. Well, that's where we come in.
Glock 19, you don't want it, man. Gotta send a little 80 where you want it.
Guys, thanks for watching. And to see more T4J content, please visit TMC4JMC.com.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe down below.
That's what's up. Peace. Cool. Hey guys, thanks for watching. And to see more T4J content, please visit TMC4JMC.com.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe down below.
That's what's up. Peace.